The next guy we talked about, Derek Carr, his old team, the Las Vegas Raiders, went out and spent some money in free agency. They bought across Jakobi Meyers from New England. Felt like he was always kind of an advanced stats darling whilst he was in New England, had great yards per route run numbers, had great targets per route run numbers, but never really truly produced from a fantasy perspective. He now finds himself in a home where Devontae Adams is going to be the clear target hog. There's Hunter Renfrow floating around. They've gone and spent, early round draft capital on Michael Mayer. Is there just too many mouths to feed in a low volume passing offense for Jakobi Meyers to pay back on his investment?
Yeah, that's a big part of this. I think if Hunter Renfrow was moved on, I'd have a lot easier time drafting Jakobi Meyers. I think, if we were getting positive reports out of training camp that Jimmy G was looking really good, it might be easier. But all reports are that he's struggling with things. So, but the crux of everything for me comes back to Davante Adams. I think Davante Adams is going to be fine. I think, his fantasy output will still be solid. But for him to really be good, he's going to have to come back towards the line of scrimmage. Last year, we had Derek Carr pushing the ball downfield to him and constantly targeting him downfield. That's just not Jimmy Garoppolo's game. I mean, last year, Davante Adams had over 30 downfield targets. Jimmy G only targeted downfield at a rate of 27, like deep targets at the rate of 27 last year. In the last 3 years, he's only been over 30 deep targets in one season. So Davante Adams is clearly going to have to come back towards the line of scrimmage. We know that he can play in and out of the slot. So if that happens, then what happens with Jakobi Meyers? Does Jakobi Meyers get pushed to the perimeter? Is Jimmy Garoppolo going to be happy pushing the ball outside the numbers? There's an awful lot of ambiguity there. I think that if something happens with Hunter Renfrow, then I'll definitely be in on Jakobi Meyers. But at the minute, I just feel like there's going to be weeks where Jakobi Meyers goes out and puts up like 3 catches for 40 yards or something like that, which isn't really going to do an awful lot of good for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like he's a boom bust option, but without the great boom potential. He's kind of a middle bust option, which is just not a player that you ever particularly want in fantasy, is he?
Well, yeah, and he's not been a prolific touchdown scorer throughout his career. So are we really imagining that he's going to go into Las Vegas and all of a sudden in the red zone, he's going to command the trust of Jimmy Garoppolo over Davante Adams, over Michael Mayer, who's a big target, or even over just using Josh Jacobs, who they're going to play on the franchise tag and absolutely just might as well run him into the ground?